it's pretty interesting to see how they will play it out and how it will go. But right now, EG are on fire.
Absolutely. Now, we said this is a map that both of these teams have played. Of course, Hyperion have played it twice. They played it against Karma and they played against Totsugeki. They have, not Totsugeki, sorry, Cherry Bombs, and they lost both times. Sorry, I was reading my graph, got it all mixed up. I'm not good at this whole reading thing. EG have played it 3 times. They have won twice. So it's definitely going to be an interesting one. And yeah, there's no point speculating. We're here, we've got the guns out, and look at that. That is a massive donut push to start with, and kills go left, right, and center, coming out just ever so slightly in EG's favor here.
I saw those Juberators up in donut. I thought they could mean absolute devastation for EG Gold, but alas, that Molly came in just in the nick of time and absolutely shut them down. Any chance of those Juberators starting fire away, getting revved up and ready to go. It's a lovely little 2K opening from Vanessa as well as Yuli. And those two players on the previous map of Nuke were topping the charts, and it looks like they want to start off this map topping the charts once again.
Absolutely. We always talk about these pistol rounds. They've now won 3 of the 4 potential pistol rounds that we will see in the 2 maps. We may see 6 pistol rounds overall, but out of the guaranteed, they've won 3/4 of them already, and that's all that there is. 100% win rate. They've got to convert upon this. There wasn't much found from Hyperion in that, so they will not be buying into this. This should be a fairly easy round for them. Not too much stock that we can put in this.
Hyperion heavily invested over towards mid. Everybody stacked up in kind of like a cheerleader position. Everybody stacked on top of each other. But nobody's home. Everybody's just pushed through A main and ready going onto that A bomb side. They're going to have to come in pushing through CT. Everybody conga lining through that smoke. Waiting for that smoke to fade and ready to emerge with a big old surprise action. Milky up close, able to find one. Can she find any more? PiggyKiki finds 2 of her own. Milky makes it 2, makes it 3. A clean and quick round from EG.
Absolutely. I got a little scared there. I saw them so close to where the bomb had been planted, and I thought, they could very easily overwhelm a couple of them here. But no, they just hold down the trigger and, spray and pray, as the old saying goes. And works out pretty well for them. Strong round. It was against, of course, Nico. They will be buying into this with a lot more force. So this is a round that Hyperion, I really want to see them win to start this game with some ferocity.
So interesting setup coming up from Hyperion here. 2 towards mid, 1 in donut looking over towards A, 2 on the B bomb side, and already Molly's come in, so Kimmy has to push into the smoke. 7 Malicious pushed the way through long, going into alley. Kimmy tries to line up a double, but Vanessa turns in just the nick of time. Also finds 7 Malicious through the smoke. They're trading blows across. Yuku locked out in cave.
That was crazy. How quickly they burst onto site as well gave Hyperion no time to think. The retake is on 4-on-4 retake, and that is a really good way to start. Kills immediately traded here as well, and they will be fighting around this box. But look, somebody's already pushed up so far.
With Hyperion being so disconnected, they allowed to get make these fights one-on-one situations. Kianeta lost his life in the clutch. Needs to face off against Moki, but can't get it done. Moki closes out, survives the one-on-one. EG continue the map's winning streak.
They do indeed. First 3 rounds, we've seen them do this. Both maps now, they have these really incredibly strong and very suffocating starts. We see a level of aggression here that I think Hyperion is struggling to figure out and will continue to struggle to figure out maybe how to play around here. And with losing so many people, it's not a great sign, but it has given them the ability to trade those Galils in and buy up those ACOs. So they are looking really strong on the weaponry front right now.
Losing that round, Hyperion have to fall back onto their roots, back onto pistols. 2 up and towards Cheetah. They're up close, and Moki, she decides to investigate. Could be kind of interesting, but she decides against it and wants to help across over towards mid. 4 players from EG trying to fend off against mid, and from behind, Moki catches 2 players looking in the wrong direction. Now it's easy 2 kills. That really takes away 2 players on potentially being on the B bomb side, but they stacked 4 players here. Kimmy can't find anything. Kianeta lost alive. She falls as well. A 4-0. Easy stuff for EG.
Not a point of damage done there onto a member of EG. Absolutely incredible stuff. Now, I want to talk about that sort of push out there from Catwalk and how they just didn't check behind them and they didn't bother to look at mid. And that, of course, led to two of them sort of just being put in the meat grinder there. And, of course, as we said, it's an eco, but still, if they'd been looking the right way, maybe would have been able to get a little bit more of a kill, find a little bit more footing in that round. But they come into this round with more weaponry, with more utility. This is a round I really want to see them win, get themselves on their feet, get going. Look at that, though. The disrespect of the Molotov will, unfortunately, be PiggyKiki's downfall, but the kills going in their way, the trades going in their way, and they have the player advantage.
It was very aggressive opening over towards mid. Finally, Hyperion tries to fight it aggressively over towards mid. Previous rounds, they've allowed EG just to roam free. This time around, they try to turn the tides. They do find themselves at a player deficit, but Natty's in a good position to see if she can try to find anything. She knows where two players are, but Smolly comes in, just cooking her alive. She puts down the smoke just in the nick of time. And it's a 1-on-2. Pionita always left in these clutch situations. Maybe it's a chance to add a clutch to the tally.
Potentially. Look at that. They have no idea. That bomb will go down as well, which puts a timer over their head, and they do not have a kit.
She hears that utility pluming over towards that A bomb side, so she's going to push through Donut.
Ooh.
Sevenlicious was looking the wrong way, just at the wrong time, as Sevenlicious denies Kioneta the clutch, and it's a 5-0 for EG. They're on literal fire right now.
They are indeed, and it's a difficult one. They've been EG Gold have been very good at sort of suffocating them, taking very quick map control, winning individual duels, coming out on top in the trading game as well. And Hyperion, there's just a little couple of things, checking corners sometimes. I just want to see them do a little bit more here. Sometimes in the heat of the moment, it feels like it's evading them sometimes. They need to get these opening picks as well. That's something that they unfortunately have not been getting, is they've been losing the player advantage very early on, which sort of snuffs out any plans they might have had. I like this, though. Kimmy pushed up quite far. A little bit of a crossfire set up there.
Ooh, Pionita, a nice little shot onto PiggyKiki, finds with the deep. Does a lot of damage, but from behind, Sevenlicious denies Kimmy the backstab. UQ emerges from Cheetah and oh no!
The teammate saved their bacon there. Oh, I thought they were a goner for sure.
Sevenlicious, you better drop that off to whoever saved you there. Whoever saved your bacon, you drop that off. That was so close. Oh, she doesn't drop over the AWP.
Oh.
All right, we see how it is.
Maybe it's a bit too far of a stretch, you know. Maybe arms aren't long enough. We do see timeout being called by Hyperion here. Now, this is something I talked about. I'm glad that it's coming out earlier. I'm really glad that it's coming out now, because the half has already sort of slipped away from them here. They can tie at the half, but they cannot now win at the half. And that's something that, you know, is a nice position to be in. You like having more rounds on the board. It is going to be trying to put some more stuff on the board early on, so they're not in the same position where they go into the second half very, very disadvantaged, like we saw over on Nuke. I like this coming out early.
Once again, they're going for that mid-aggression play with that AWP locked onto the line. They don't smoke that elbow area, and the smoke plumes just in the right time. Kioneta spots Yuli as she's trying to retreat. Lovely stuff from Hyperion. That is exactly what they needed. They needed that play advantage. Let's see if they can convert.
Absolutely. Back over here. Going to be called upon for a multi-kill. Unfortunately, is not even good for one. And look at that. They are storming the site there. Ran out of bullets. Teammates do back them up a little bit, and the kills do end up going in the way of Hyperion. There's a good position for them to be in. They have the AWP there as backup already.
I'll start with an impactful double to lock down the site. The bomb is still all the way outside towards that catwalk position. It's going to head over towards mid. There's still a lot of players over towards B. They pulled the plug. They're going to head over towards A.
They're going to head over towards A, and it looks like Hyperion have already sort of cottoned onto this as they've rotated some people over towards. But bomb will go down. Kit, not available. Retake will have to come in swiftly, but in a good position to do so.
Hyperion were a bit too passive on the rotates. They locked one in CT, one in towards mid. They had to know what was kind of happening. If one of them had pushed a bit earlier on towards the side, maybe they could have stopped the plant. But first, Kioneta finds the first kill. And Artstar finds PiggyKiki lurking around a donut. She was eating all those donuts. And Artstar finds PiggyKiki as she was just pigging out on those donuts. Lovely stuff from Artstar. 3K in the round, leading the charge for her team. Kioneta finding 2 with that AWP. And they finally found their first. A very impactful round. Exactly what they needed after that timeout.
Absolutely. And they need to be able to build more off of this, though. That's something we saw last game, is that they had very much one and done. They had one round and they could not capitalize on it. You need to be putting these rounds together. The counter timeout called here from EG, I really like. I like the off the back of it. What did they do differently? What were they talking about in their timeout? And how do we combat this? So they are desperately trying to make sure that Hyperion don't build anything off. Very much taking a similar fashion as to Nukem. And I like it. I like them. It's also sort of mental games as well, you know? You've won a round. Don't let them have that momentum. Call a timeout. Pause it. Slow them down. And not let that energy roll over too quickly.
At the start of the half, we were kind of putting some emphasis on Vanessa and Yuli as they started off with 2 kills apiece. I thought they would kind of run away with it, but it looks like Milky has stepped up to the plate. 12 and 2. 6 KD. Very impressive stuff from her right now. So very impactful in these rounds, getting some multi-kills and just leading the charge for the team. Kioneta, great little 2K in the previous round. Can she find more in this? Natty pushes across, but PiggyKiki blind finds her dome.
Look at that. There is nobody in home mid waiting for this. That smoke is absolutely going to ruin Kioneta's day. Nothing they can do now. Mid, unfortunately, they are just going to have to fall back a little bit. And that's a tough one as well. But yeah, it's, as you said, there's individual stepping up for EG as well, which is a lot of what we see. There's a lot of cohesion in the team play that you can see. The trading has always been really good. But there's a lot of individual stepping up. And it's something I really love to see about EG as well, is that every game you see somebody new with a crazy KD. And I love it. 6 KD. That's huge.
We have Artstar pushed all the way up into A main. She's getting all that info, so she can call for some of the rest of her players to push over towards that B bomb. So we got Kioneta with the AWP, slowly making her way over towards that B bomb. So that is where that bomb is headed. It's right now we got Kimi and Liku locked on and short and long. They're going to have to defend this bomb site with their life. Artstar first to find a kill over towards mid. And Kimi sprays and prays but can't find the kills. Vanessa entries onto the site. PiggyKiki finding the kill of her own. It's a 4v2. Artstar and Kioneta last alive.
Ooh,
Kioneta a bit slow to the trigger.
It is the wide swing there. A little bit problematic. It is very much a sort of swing or be swung meta at the moment. Pika's advantage is huge, even against the Orbs at the moment. And yeah, another round going the way of EG here. I'll stop putting up a little bit of a fight there. Taking one more down with them before they go. But that counter timeout really paying off there. We said we need Hyperion to build more together. You can't just get one round and be done, especially when the scoreline is 6-1. You need to be finding more. And yeah, unfortunately, that timeout, whatever they were talking about, absolute gold dust, works perfectly. And as you can see from the replays there, everyone just hitting their shots.
Rocky with a nasty short little spray with the headshot there. Just peeks on out, just a little quick jiggle peek out. Lovely stuff from her. What a way to close out the round. And look at this from Hyperion. 4 players over towards mid, 1 player holding that B bomb site, and she could be found out by PiggyKiki. Doesn't hit the shot. 7licious is the first to find it. And just leaves B completely open. It's gonna have to be Vanessa lines up a double. Straight through each other. They fall like dominoes.
Look at that. Just absolute annihilation. So many rounds we've seen EG take with all 5 players alive. And you can tell, look at the bank accounts. They are feeling it today. It's brilliant to see. It is definitely a little bit of a rough one for Hyperion. They have max loss bonus again now. And even that's not enough to fully keep them afloat at times, especially with how quickly the bomb has been going down some of these rounds. Being able to buy the kits with that little bit of extra money has been really useful. They've been on so many eco rounds, which makes it very difficult. But, you know, half's not over just yet. Hopefully we can see them get a little bit more. This round, they have a couple of Deagles. They've got the MP9. But the way they're playing these inferior weaponry is not filling me with the hugest amount of confidence.
Pistols are pushing out individually. They can't do as much damage. Liku and also able to find kills though. A 3-on-3 situation. Can they pick up these drops? Yes, they can. Artstar, Liku upgrade into some AKs. They know the bomb has been planted over towards A.
I'm just gonna shut my mouth. I jinxed it.
That's what you got. The caster's curse.
Caster's curse. It's very real, and it comes for all of us.
It's like, was it Captain Jack Sparrow and the black spot on his hand?
Oh yeah, that is exactly.
Davy Jones.
Look at that. It's just housekeeping now. You know, get rid of all the dirt, all the trash, take it out, go on to the next round. They have picked up 2 AKs here. They have the money to try hunt these down if they want to. Unfortunately, they're so far removed that that's not really an option. Of course, hindsight is 2020. See a little bit of a dance going on there. Good to see Hyperion still in high spirits, at least.
They could save onto these AKs. They could actually potentially buy the AWP, but it's a bit awkward as Yuli's just jumping into the T-spawn. Doesn't realize 2 players are here. Yuku gets a nice, easy kill. Adds a bit more money to the bank. And you could potentially buy that AWP. Oh, no need. Kianeta's got it. Buys up the AWP all by herself, and it's the 11th round. We're in the second penultimate round of the half. That AWP back into play, and so is PiggyKiki. So it's going to be an AWP v AWP battle in this round.
Absolutely, that's what we love to see, and hopefully this is the firepower that they need. They've not been able to afford this AWP, so having it finally come out, they need to find some impact with it, and maybe this is the round that things change for them.
The way Kimmy threw that Molotov is kind of like one of those milkshakes that you get, that you have to shake it up, get all the chocolate from the bottom, mix it all about. That's what get the chemistry of that Molotov.
You do the and you turn around, you know?
Yeah.
I see where you go.
Just once again, there's no anchors on these sites, so it just allows them to run rampant. Natty trying to pick up the pieces. Liku finds one in mid. It's a 2-on-2 situation. How have they done this? It was a bit crazy, a bit messy over towards Donut. The bombs and planted down and the retake's on.
Bombs down. This could be a really good position as well, but the missed shot, that one's got to hurt. Both tagged up really, really badly here as well. The smoke blocking any entrance but Cave. Look at that beautiful kill from PiggyKiki. Almost seals the fate of the round. Kianeta here has got to decide what to do. That bomb radius is lethal, so they are looking just to run away, try save this all.
You did line up the pre-fire, try to go for the shot, but it just did some damage to the chest. Didn't quite find the head, so PiggyKiki survives. See if Kianeta can hold onto this AWP. Look at EG, they're running. They're loud about it. They want to find that final player, but alas, their side. You know what, Kianeta? You can save that AWP into the final round of the half.
They are feeling confident. EG got a feeling confident. Hopefully, this AWP will be maybe the push that they need. This is a very, very similar situation to what we saw over on Nuke. In fact, scoreline for scoreline, exactly what's happened over on Nuke. And it's a very difficult position for Hyperion to be in. The mental's got to be a little bit tanked here as well. But open the hands of Kianeta. Hopefully they can find the impact with it.
Kianeta the first to find the opening kill. Sevenlicious just pushes on through. No fear. Just pushes on. Finds Kimmy. Tries to find that AWP. So Kianeta is the first to find 2 kills. Can't Sevenlicious find any more.
Look how aggressive they've been. It's been very difficult for Hyperion to combat and sort of try to figure out what's going on. It's been a very chaotic battlefield here. Bomb still hasn't managed to go down yet, and this could be to Hyperion's favor. Up close and personal with the AWP, gets one, and the teammate is there to trade, and this is looking good for them. It's just PiggyKiki with the AWP. Bomb not down yet, and they've got enemies potentially everywhere. you can see they're paranoid.
Hyperion coming in with the Shaka Zulu tactic. Enemies coming from the sides, they just pinstream in onto PiggyKiki's position, but PiggyKiki is so smart, tries to isolate the fights, finds the first. Goes to one place, she still has the bomb in hand. She's still got a lot of time to play with. She's trying to create some commotion so she can escape over towards that A bomb side and get a free plant.
That was criminal there. That little sneak away, brilliant stuff. We'll get the plant if nothing else. But reinforcements, cavalry already on their way. There is a little bit of util as well for the retake, which should really scare PiggyKiki. And they are unfortunately focused on completely the wrong angle.
Scotland's out to the know kind of where the position is, but the flick misses. PiggyKiki tagged up. Nate does a little bit of damage. She's trying to find a shot through the smoke, trying to find an easy angle, but Natty is the finds PiggyKiki. It's 10-2. Not a repeat of the first half of Nuke, but alas, there's a long way to go for Hyperion if they want to take us to a third.
I used to be lost, hoping to find a place I could call my own. Someone to hold, something to trust, somewhere to call my home. Shut out the rain, make me happy again, something I could lean on. But when I got lost in the dark and forgot how to love, all I needed was to take a deep breath and be reminded again that I'm too far to give up now. Gonna let it all go, 'cause I've come to know nothing means more than to be happy. To be happy and free. To be happy. To be happy and free. Oh, 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 oh. Be happy and free. I look at myself, I know I'm enough, I know I can make it through. I can be strong, I can be brave, I can be brand new. Shut out the noise, gotta find a new voice and let the light in. 'Cause when I got lost in the dark and forgot how to love, all I needed was to take a deep breath and be reminded again that I've come too far to give up now. Gonna let it all go, 'cause I've come to know nothing means more than to be happy. To be happy and free. To be happy. To be happy and free. Oh, 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 oh. Gonna be happy and free. I'd give it all just to feel the sun on my face. I would let it all go now that I know the feeling it brings. Oh, oh, oh. I've come too far to give up now. Gonna let it all go, 'cause I've come to know nothing means more than. Oh, oh, oh. I've come too far to give up now. Gonna let it all go, 'cause I've come to know nothing means more than to be happy. To be
Welcome back, everybody, to what could potentially be the last map of the series and, of course, of the day as well. EG Gold took a very, very dominant first half, 10-2, as you can see up there on the board. We're about to get into the second half, and it could be very, very short second half if Hyperion can't pull a little bit of a win here on this pistol round.
We got a double set of Julius coming off from Seven Dishes and Moki. They're ready for some action. 2 guns are better than 1, ready to rev them up. They got the same, kind of the same setup going that Hyperion had in the first half on their pistol. They got those duties in the donut here, so up close could mean devastation. We've got Vanessa as well, holding this nice little crossfire. But everybody's over towards mid so far, investigating over towards A main. Nobody's by A main, so about to push through. PiggyKiki is the first in contact, and a nice little swing with the USP finds the dome of Kimmy.
But look how much space Kionetta has taken as well. They've weaseled their way into this map and onto this site as well, locking EG out. Doesn't matter though, PiggyKiki's headshots are so clean that whether they have sight or not doesn't really bother her.
Bit of messy sprays coming out from Hyperion, they're unable to close it, but that kind of leaves the door open for B right now. Also pushed up very, very far over towards CT. Finds one of the rotates, starts to retreat as the bomb's been planted down, so that gives them some extra cash going into the next round. They can also find any more, but she finds just a bullet to the brain as Yuli gets a kill. Vanessa with the final one. It's 11-2.
That is 4 for 4 on pistol rounds for EG today. And, you know, 4 for 4 on the pistol rounds. If you then lose the series, that's a little bit of a difficult one. But very, very solid stuff. Bomb did go down. That is Hyperion's only saving grace here. Downside, EG Gold kept 4 people alive. So, pros and cons to both sides. Hyperion gonna have to force it. They will want to try keep this sort of desperate map point out of, and series point out of EG's hands. Buy, of course, not incredible. We can see a lot of utility coming out, and I really like that they've invested in this, but we've got to see them put it to good use.
Nice early utility damage over towards Liku. She's in a little banger position there. She does find one. Beauty's able to quick on the trade, and PiggyKiki, a bit of a wild spray, and Artstar capitalizes, puts them in a favorable 4v3 scenario. Kionetta spots one emerging through the smoke, puts the odds more towards their favor. Sevalicious trying to tie up the odds, but alas, the bomb is free to go over towards that A bomb site.
This is really good. This is a lot better from Hyperion as well. They were making sure that their kills were untradeable as well, which is really good to see, which means they had the player advantage. They lost 1 and took down 2 of EG. Very good start. We haven't been able to see them take that sort of advantage so early on. Brilliant stuff there.
Natty and Kimmy locking down donuts. Those donuts weren't for you. You weren't invited to this party.
Yeah, don't know what more there is to say. You weren't invited to this party. I am completely halted in my tracks by Yuli. Now, anyone that has ever heard me cast before knows that I have a particular soft spot for the shotguns, and specifically the Mag 7. Swag 7, very near and dear to my heart. And I'm very curious to see how this sort of plays out. They're pushing up really far. Good use of the angle here. Unfortunately, no one really going to be walking into that. Beautiful, beautiful kill there from PiggyKiki to open up the round. And that's an AK that they've immediately retrieved as well. That's a scary prospect.
That shows a lot of confidence. You hold that kind of an angle with the Deeg, pushed up all the way towards A main. Could be a couple of players there. She does find that one and does find the AK and just quickly retreats. Lovely stuff. A nice little deagle shot. Come on, and we want to see that swag 7, but it's going to have to be Sevalicious on first contact. Waiting for them to push forward. Artstar going to hold the line. Sevalicious with the wild spray, but all shots connect.
It's eventually cleared out, but look at that. The pistols reign supreme. And even though they haven't picked up many of those weapons, okay, Mag 7
looking hungry. It's hungry. But from afar, trigger discipline. Let that
was definitely the right
feast.
Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Yes!
Got him.
Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Play of the day, everyone could go home now. We've seen a Mag 7 kill. And look at that. On an eco round, they take the victory. Plenty of time for the defuse, even without the kit. And you know what? I'm going to say it. All on the back of that Mag 7.
It was all the Mag 7, everything about it. Everybody else getting kills. No. The hard carry.
hard carry.
PiggyKiki getting that opening kill. No. It's all Swag 7.
Mag 7, the Swag 7. Doing absolute wonders there. But of course, jokes aside, brilliant stuff there. The opening kill, beautiful shot there. Absolutely incredible scenes there. You said the wild spray. Just the pistols coming out absolutely on top here. That's really a harrowing, sort of daunting prospect for Hyperion. Because of course, map point, series point now.
Bit of a mismatch buy coming out from Hyperion. They need to win this round as it's map and series point for EG. Bookie finds the first kill, and Vanessa spraying through smoke. Both AKs fall. It's just Kianeta. She's been in the clutch situation many a time, but a 1v5. And it's looking all but lost. Kianeta just, it's a bit of a nervous laughter. See if she can find some kills, just get something on the board. Maybe this could be the spark. A 1v5 clutch could spark a comeback.
Good. This would be the ace of a lifetime here. Fortunately, enemies on all sides. They are fighting the battle everywhere. And there it goes. Head taken off. That is the game. That is the series. And what a dominant fashion for them to take it with. Brilliant stuff from EG there. And now we need to look to the future about this as well. Doesn't seem like they are as hyped as we are necessarily, but that is really good news.